a very important part of management, because it has been seen if it is done properly, so it avoided the risk of putting the patient on ventilators. It was required, indicated in patients who were on oxygen requirement more than 4 liters per minute, having normal mental status, and we have to maintain hydration in COVID-19 patients. We can use IV fluid management, IV fluids, proper nutrition. COVID awake reposition, CARP therapy, proning protocol. We have to avoid in the hemodynamically unstable patients, and where the close monitoring and the staff is not proper, it is to be avoided. In this, we do the rotational change in the position from prone to lying on each side to sitting up for a duration of 30 to 120 minutes. It has demonstrated a benefit to avoid intubation. Proning, like we ask the patient to lie in the prone position for 30 minutes to 2 hours. Second step, then on the right side, right lateral position, then 30 minutes to 2 hours sitting up, then left lateral decubitus position, and then again back to lying on the belly. This is proning. Blood sugar management. Last wave, I believe we lost a lot of patients because of the hyperglycemia, which we faced a lot in the ICU patients. We have to focus on it. Blood sugar management. We advise a random capillary blood sugar at the time of hospital admission. It has to be pre-meal also and post to our meals. We have to set the fasting plasma glucose and HbA1c also. And the fasting plasma glucose more than 126, HbA1c more than 6.5 is a diagnostic of diabetes. Blood glucose more than 250, we have to send samples for the ketone, urine for ketones. And if the patient is not giving history of diabetes and the sugars are high, so it could be stress induced or steroid induced. Glycemic thresholds and action plan. If the pre-meals is less than 140, to our post-meal less than 180, we have to advise healthy diet and monitor the sugars. 140 to less than 180, or post-meals 180 to 250. If the patient is taking oral hypoglycemic agents and having mild COVID, we can continue with the oral, and the safest is metformin and this gliptin group of drugs. More than 180, pre-meals more than 180, post-meals more than 250. And there are contraindications to oral drugs. Patient is moderate to severe COVID, insulin is advisable. Moderate and severe COVID, basal bolus regime should be given. Mild cases can be managed with OHA. Pre-meal less than 140, post-meal less than 180, normal diet, normal LFTs, KFTs, we have to continue with the OHAs. Basal bolus regime is advocated in moderate to severe cases or mild cases with uncontrolled blood glucose. Patient is not in shock and patient is hemodynamically stable, conscious. And what are the sugars we have to manage? Targets are pre-meal we have to keep 100 to 140 milligram per deciliter, and post-meal 140 to 180 milligram per deciliter. How to calculate the dose? 0.4 units per kg per day. We have to use less dose in patients who have nephropathy or liver disease or elderly patients. And in case of obese are those who are taking steroids, higher doses will be needed, and we can consider higher doses. Divided is whenever we calculate by the body weight, 25% dose to be given in each, like bolus 25% and pre-meals bolus dose is 25% each per dose, and then basal 25%. With steroids, if we are seeing the increase in the sugars and the patient is not diabetic, we can consider 0.2 units per kg per day with one dose of long-acting insulin NPH and regular dose before lunch. If the patient is already on glucose lowering agents, oral, 1 or 2 drugs, we can give insulin in the dose of 0.4 units per kg per day, NPH morning, evening, consider regular, 0.1 unit per kg before breakfast, before lunch and before dinner. If already on 2 oral glycemic agents and still the sugars are not controlled and the patient is on steroids, we may take increased dose 0.6 units per kg per day, NPH 0.2 units and irregular 0.1 before breakfast, lunch and dinner. If still on higher dose not controlling, we have to calculate dose like this 1.2 into patient's insulin dose, whatever is going on, and then divided 50% in the long med and 50%